We'd like to thank our supporters, OG Haulage
and Coolridge Heating and Air Conditioning for their ongoing and continued support of our podcast and helping us make this possible.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Episode 9.
Well,
Excited.
Kicking along still.
Absolutely.
Getting
Loving it.
It's been a lot of fun so far.
Oh, it has been a journey. That one word that you always hear on these TV shows. It's a journey. Tell me your favourite podcast.
Favourite podcast?
Who do you listen to when you're on a long drive? You suggested it. You talk it.
I've been listening to a bit of Not For Radio from New Zealand boys. They have some hilarious stuff on there. It's definitely not for kids' ears.
No.
I've been listening to the Australian Backcountry Hunters podcast.
Yep.
I've been listening to that for some time, and
I've only just got on to him. He's pretty informative.
yeah, he does some pretty good. He's done some pretty cool collabs and done some videos, put them out on YouTube as well.
Yep.
You know, that's touching on that stuff that interests me, that backcountry. I still haven't taken that step myself.
Yep.
And gone off into the wilds and ventured through rivers.
But you're about to, I believe.
Yeah, so
We'll leave that for later, though.
that can come in a little bit later because I won't stop talking about that.
We're on a limited time schedule here, so
My wife
yeah.
will tell you that as well.
She's gonna be a hunting single for a week.
Yeah,
coming
week
up.
Away. I'm very much looking forward to.
So we're going to stop talking about that because I'm jealous.
There's a lot of people that are.
I've been hanging off Joe Rogan a little bit,
Yep.
but Meat Eater,
Yep.
that's all. I'll tell you, that's probably the most epic one to get into.
The Meat Eater podcast.
Yeah, man. He's the absolute goat when it comes to podcasts and YouTube and you name it.
Yep.
When it comes to hunting, he's the goat.
Yep.
Full stop.
My kids enjoy the Cal's Week in Review as well.
Cal's Week in
So
Review.
it's another one of the Meat Eaters people, Callahan.
Oh, I heard it mentioned, yes.
He does a week in review. So he talks about him going out hunting with his bird dog.
Yep.
What he's been up to, what he's sort of prepping to do. Goes through a whole heap of... He gets into the sort of the political side of things where what's going ahead of Parliament, what you need to message people about.
Okay.
You know, trying to get ahead of bills that they're trying to pass in the US.
Being proactive on rights and laws.
Yeah.
And yep.
He also goes into the people that get caught by their game wardens over there.
Oh, they're huge over there, aren't they?
Mate,
they're up there like
big.
police.
Yeah, so my kids enjoy hearing whenever the crime desk gets mentioned.
Yeah.
There's generally some interesting stuff that's happened there, you know.
We were chatting earlier. What was his name? J.E. Wild?
J.E. Wilds on YouTube. Yeah, so that's just another one he does little clips and stuff like that. So he's got a fishing page and a hunting style page.
Yeah.
The fishing he does is insane. He's based in New Zealand. So this bloke puts a giant dry bag on his back full of big body lures.
Wow.
Swims in between rock bars and stuff like that. And at the same time, I've seen a few clips where there'll be a great white shark cruising along the edge of the rocks that he's fishing off after he swam through a gap.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, you know, he's fishing big, deep water, targeting big kingfish off the rocks. It's impressive. It takes him a while for some hookups, but when he gets the hookups, they are insane size.
You go water skiing behind the animal.
Mate, it is definitely worth a watch. And then you get him onto his hunting page style stuff, where he gets helicoptered into the Alpine, chasing chamois, tar, red stags.
Yep.
And
they've got an absolute plethora in New Zealand of some good hunting.
They do. They're very similar to us. Everything's virtually introduced that it's huntable.
Yep.
But the cinematography he does too.
Yeah.
And it's not about the kill shot. It's not about the killing of the animal. He'll present the animal afterwards. So, you know, he shoot a big red stag. He'll position it so it's not blood and gore. And he's respectful of the animal as well. I really like the way he films them. He films all the stuff virtually himself.
Okay.
So
That's fairly important as a hunter too, isn't it? That we respect the animal that we've hunted.
That is a huge thing to me, and it's the fact that it's being put out there to show others.
Yeah.
Hopefully someone, like I've just recently, like I said to you, I've decided to finally step into the action camera world.
Absolutely.
I don't ride mountain bikes anymore. I did that when I was a kid. But I'm always going to these places, trying to go to remote spots or hunting spots, fishing spots, even just going for a hike. I'm wanting to start recording this stuff so I've got memories and stuff to look back
100%,
on.
man.
You know, it's recent hike that we mentioned in the last one that we did. We got footage of my young bloke running around on the tracks.
Yep.
And to be able to sit there and watch it again is just priceless. And
Absolutely.
it's going to allow me to go and do things and film it and be able to add that to our multimedia platform now that we've started an Instagram page and a Facebook page.
Correct.
Trying to
Get onto it, listeners.
Trying to put those sorts of things up there.
Yeah.
You know, it
was something that sort of, when you and I were talking about starting this podcast and when we released the first episode recently, it really came to light. And because it's something personal for me, but I have no voice or video of my dad before he passed away.
Yep.
And I thought that there's no legacy that I can look back on from my dad. It's just a couple of photos here or there, because my dad wasn't, he wouldn't smile for the camera, or we never videoed it, or, stuff like that. And I'm like, for the fact that for a couple of $100, you can have an action camera.
Yep.
We're doing this voice recording now. And that's something we can look back on. Even our kids can roll through on a video of some sort and go, yeah, look what my dad did. Or, when we went out as a family, I remember saying that. So, I mean, really boiling that down, take the photos. Record the video.
My trip that's coming up, I'm taking everything with me. So I can try and take some videos, do some audio for this.
And you can also show your family what you've done.
That's right. It's me documenting something. This is I hope it's not a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Well,
but I've been entering it for years to get into the ballot, to get there, and I finally did it.
It's a big world, isn't it?
That's it. So I'm going to go and do this, and I'm going to film, and I'm going to take footage, I'm going to take photos, I'm taking video, audio. I'm going to plan to sit down and sort of do a diary day to day. It'll just be audio recordings.
Yep.
So it's just little snippets that I can think back through,
and when you become an old man like me, you can look back on and go, when I was your age, kids, look what I did. Yeah, Dad, we've heard about it 100 times.
I think I still do that to my kids already.
Don't we all?
So,
that's a dad's prerogative, mate.
It's, like when we went to start this podcast, and we procrastinated and ummed and ahed, and I finally went, stuff it, and went and bought these mics and said, oh, well, I've bought them now, I've got to do something.
Now we've got to do it.
So, it's that push sometimes that you need, and you need to give a friend here and there, but just have a go. And I'm not saying I'm some multimedia guru.
We're struggling through it.
We're fumbling our way through.
But you know what? I think that keeps us real.
It does. And it's not that we're trying to be some big production mob. I'm just wanting to show people some stuff that people might not see.
That's it. And our biggest goal or drive behind this is, I guess, looking at our backyard first. Get our kids off the couch and get them out there doing stuff.
Yeah.
And secondly, anyone, get them off the couch.
That's the whole idea of this podcast.
100%. I mean, it's even psychologically been proven that people get out of the house and walk in the bush or go down the beach or something like that. It actually has a lot to do with curing. You never cure. Helps with mental illness.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Depression, anxiety, stuff like that. Exactly right. Yep. Connecting. I mean, further down the track, I mentioned to Cam that I want to sit down with a mental health professional and actually have a discussion about what it is to leave the house and get into nature and soak up what the world has to offer outside of technology, outside of politics, outside of garbage that floods your life from the news to the TV to the internet to whatever, and actually soak up what the world has to offer
just
for your soul.
Away from the light pollution, mate, and looking at the stars.
Like 100%.
You've mentioned. So, it's all those sorts of things. It just helps you.
Yep.
And
I know you and I both. It's helped us that many times.
Yeah.
So, and it helps, like, one of my daughters every now and then has issues with anxiety. I get her walking around the backyard, grounding.
Socks off, bare feet.
Socks off, bare feet, spot on.
Yeah.
And it actually makes such a difference. And they crave going out bush the same as you and I do.
I mentioned this to the wife, and she said the same thing she gets at the beach.
Yep.
Her barefoot in the sand, in the water.
My wife's the same.
There is her grounding. She just likes the water more than she likes the bush, unfortunately.
That salt water does something to people's souls.
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
Yeah. It makes them salty.
I wouldn't say that to your wife. I'm scared of your wife.
I'm brave. I'll let you know. It's...
Yeah.
Mate, it's good fun to be doing this and to be at the knock of episode 10.
Well, that's it.
When everything I read prior, this is where people fall in a heap.
It was like episode 6 or 7. People ran out of things to talk about.
Yeah.
And
we've made it to this point, and
we've still got
going.
a butt ton to go.
Oh, mate, we've barely even scratched the surface. I've had a few people reach out after us releasing. One in particular, he does a YouTube channel.
Yep.
Asking, have you thought about putting guests on? So I'm tipping he's itching to get out and have a chat.
If there's people that can help educate the general public on getting off the couch and enjoying what this world has to offer, even Australia, Victoria, your backyard, more power to them. We'll put them on.
Yeah,
100%. So listeners, even if you can get on one of our socials and you know someone that would love to actually share their experience or knowledge with outdoors in hunting, fishing, camping, hiking, day walking, whatever. Hit us up.
Except for trail runners.
No, they're a different breed.
I'll never keep up.
They're a different breed. They're like CrossFit people.
Oh.
No.
So I'm excited to try and get a few other people in and do a few other guest episodes. We ripped the Band-Aid off and did a first guest episode.
But even if it educates us, Camo.
That's it. It's...
Well,
like your friend that's really good at catching snapper that I don't really want to talk to.
That's okay. I'll talk to her myself.
No, I'll talk to her as well and hopefully get invited and learn how to catch a real snapper.
Well, I got a phone call today. Actually, it's funny. It's going to be a while till you guys hear this, but I got a call today about a bloke who has a mate who lives in WA that has an offshore fishing boat. He's retired and just wants to get out and about, and you can live on this boat, how big it is. And he's like, would you be interested? And I'm like, you pay for the fuel.
Oh.
Yeah.
My wife's going to hate you.
We're talking where he, Brindabella, is that somewhere in WA? I can't remember where he said to me on the phone. But it was off the coast of WA. And he said to me, 1 minute you could be watching a shark swim past. He said... He was told that this is bucket list fishing area.
Yeah.
The biggest of the big GTs and you name it, they've got it. And I'm like, yeah, well, there goes the proceedings for my divorce because I'll go there for a month. So my wife would be dirty if I go without her. I know that much.
I know my wife would be too. So my wife gets dirty if I go 45 minutes up the road and camp. Leave her at home.
Does she like fishing?
She loves fishing. We used to go fishing all the time.
Yeah.
Previous episode we talked about Murray cod quickly.
Yes.
So we were fishing for Murray cod. Her rod went off. She was fighting the fish. Line snapped.
Oh no.
The fish I caught after had the exact same hook in its mouth. I'd caught the same fish and she was ropeable. It was 1 centimetre under legal.
Oh my.
So I took 2 hooks out of a fish and let the mongrel thing go. But no, she used to come with me. I'd go fishing at Kitty Miller Bay.
Right.
Way back when I first got my licence down off Phillip Island. The rocky side there.
Yep.
You'd just be catching wrasse and leather jacket and stuff off the rocks.
Yeah, but the rush of that line going...
It's always about that, mate.
It's the
same
rush.
Same with taking your kids out chasing a carp.
Yep.
They don't care what it is.
No.
They just want a big fish on a hook.
They want something hanging off it.
And carp are always willing. So.
And something we did, I thought about this today. When it comes to fishing, it doesn't have to cost the world.
No.
My youngest on Mother's Day, we were fishing off Flinders Pier, and with the Santa bought pink fishing rod.
Did the reel light up when you wind it too?
No, not one of them.
Yeah.
She caught her first trevally, and she started crying because this fish was trying to pull her fishing rod into the water. She lost it.
Yeah.
An old mate that sells the mussels at the pier,
Yep.
he was absolutely rapt watching my daughter ripping this fish.
Yeah.
He ended up giving us a kilo of mussels for nothing. He goes, mate, I've done enough today. Here you go, take a kilo. So we had Trevelyan mussels for dinner that night. And I'm like, score. Doesn't get any better.
Trevally fillets for bait, mussels for bait,
No.
catch bigger fish.
No, we ate. There was nothing going on. The pier was that full of people and people jumping and all this. But
Fortunately, pier fishing can be that way.
well, this is it.
So, but sometimes you get your win. Look at old mate a few podcasts back with his big kingy off the pier at Welshpool.
Port Welshpool.
Yeah.
Go figure.
So, it's time and place. So, I mean, we used to go, we lived in Gormandale for a while, and we'd go from there and head to Port Albert
Yep.
and go fishing for the afternoon
Yep.
and catch a couple of flatty, come home, cook them up for dinner.
Off 90 Mile.
No, off the piers at Port Albert there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and mate, we'd sit there and we'd talk dribble stuff at each other for the afternoon, picking on each other if you missed the fish or...
Isn't that what we're doing now?
It sort of is.
And we don't have a fishing rod in our hands. What's going on?
No, but this is the thing, mate. She enjoyed it heaps.
Yep.
The hardest thing has been since we've had kids, spicy kids, it's very difficult. Our young bloke's niche is water.
Yep.
So if there's water, he wants to be in it.
He's in it. Yep.
So, like, we've been out, we go to the Thompson River for a swim every so often in summer, and it got to the point he's putting rocks into his bather's top so he could try and stay under the water longer.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Oh, it's scary as a parent.
Oh, yeah, I don't deny that.
So I bought him a snorkel and mask, but just gave him the mask, and the wife said, why don't we give him a snorkel too? I said, the kid will never come out of the water. So
You'd have to tie a rope around his ankle and drag him in.
But he just loves it. So, it makes it hard for us to go fishing as a family.
Yes.
I take my older twins, I take them all the time.
Yep.
And they just crave it.
Yes.
They love it.
Yep.
And look, it can be a bit hard because the young bloke gets super competitive, and if his sister catches one and he doesn't, and then, Dad, you caught one and I haven't yet. And, some days it's just not in your favour to take him, but you still take him.
Absolutely.
It's about getting outside and doing it.
That's it. And this is what it is. They call it fishing for a reason, not
That's
catching.
it, not catching.
So
if it was called catching, it'd get quite boring quite quickly.
I think it would too, to be honest.
So, but anyway, it's the fun things that you do with the kids, and it could be something like catching carp and eels in a river.
Absolutely. You're doing something for the environment, and you're getting to chase a mud marlin.
It's an entertaining factor too. Like I've set my young bloke up with 40-pound line in a river.
Skull drag.
But the eels are almost dragging him in.
Yeah,
they're big
right.
enough, they're almost dragging him in.
Yeah.
So, we've had them straighten hooks in the river. So
Wow.
yeah, you see this monstrous head come up and you think you've snagged a log, and it gives one big hell of a pull. And 40-pound line, it doesn't break it, but it straightens the hook. So
That's insane. The biggest one I ever caught was down at the Little Yarra?
Yep.
Down in Yarra Junction. And this thing was only, 300 long? Mm-hmm. And even trying to hold that still was just moving me.
Yeah.
Insane.
I was fishing at Blue Rock many, many moons ago before the floods have damaged the plunge pool underneath the wall.
Right.
And I was down there flicking lures for trout, and I had some little nymphs that I was running around under float. And I kept winding him in because I kept getting pestered by all these little redfin.
Yep.
Redfin have no legal limit. Every time I would run this float in to check it, this big eel would just stick its head up from under the rock that I was standing on.
No way.
And look at it, and then he'd slide back under. There was no fish, nothing. He was interested. So I changed tactics and went, I'm going to have a bit of fun here.
Yeah.
I had a 10-pound braid on my fishing rod, on a 2 to 5 kilo rod.
Oh, stink. Yeah.
So it's not a big heavy combo.
Yep.
And this eel was sizable, and I was like, right, target it, caught a little redfin. Sorry, buddy, pop, zipped a fillet off him, threw a chunk in, and watched this eel come up, grab a mouthful of fish, and duck back over the rock.
Yep.
Dropped another piece in, and he popped back up, and I thought, right, here's my chance. Third piece had the hook in it.
Yep.
I regretted it in about a minute.
Dead set.
My arms were hurting.
Yeah.
I put up the fight. I managed to get him out and get him up. This thing was over a metre long.
Wow.
And I couldn't have got my hands fully around it and trying to hold him up to get a photo. Luckily, there was another bloke flicking lures for trout in the river part. So he came over and I said to him, mate, do you mind taking a photo? I know it's just a dirty big eel, but it's a monster. So I got a photo of this monstrous eel.
Far out.
So for me, that was just a lot of fun. It was the opportunity I had
Yep.
to try and catch this eel, so I took it.
You ever tried eating one?
No. I've heard they're really good smoked. I just can't keep them lit.
That's the worst part. No, we caught a carp. We caught one, and I took it home, and I've left it in a bucket overnight, and water went dirty, and I've ended up cutting it up. Didn't skin it, anything like that.
Yep.
And my dad's just laughing at me. I'm like, "What are you laughing at?" He goes, "Doesn't matter. You'll find out.
You'll work it
I'm
out."
like, yeah, right. I cut the skin, tried to get it off. Meat's come off with it, and ended up scraping it off and eating it. It was the dirtiest, fattiest piece of fish that I've ever put in my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm like, I won't do that twice.
A lot of them.
Oh.
There he is. A lot of them. It's
Cam's just showing me the picture. It looks like he's holding a rolled up towel that's a metre long. That is huge.
It was very hard to hold on to.
That is crazy.
I can post that one up when the episode drops. So what I've heard with the eels,
Yeah.
I've never done it. They reckon if you nail them and you can peel the skin off them easier. So putting them onto a tree with a nail,
Through the head.
dispatch the eel,
Yeah.
nail through the head, and then you work the skin and you can pull the skin down off the carcass
When they're fresh.
and
Okay.
work them through that way.
A lot of Europeans eat eels.
A lot of Europeans eat eel and eat carp.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There was that, I think we mentioned it. There was that, I don't
Eat
think
the
we had.
invaders. Yeah, we have mentioned it. Yep.
I'd actually like to try that,
Okay.
to be honest.
Well, we should do that as a podcast.
Let's
Let's do that.
If I can fill it, one of them gross things.
Mud marlin.
Mud marlin. What are the other names for it?
I call them a mud pig.
There was on that Eat the Invaders. They were talking the different names for them.
Yeah.
But I've got a couple of ponds around here that actually have some good carp in them.
I've got plenty of locations down home too. So we'll do a catch and cook episode.
I'd be interested. Honestly, they reckon it's nice,
I
but
still don't understand how you love a fish to death.
how you love a fish to
They
death.
reckon the muddy taste comes from the enzyme of them being dispatched. If they're stressed when they're dispatched, that's where that muddy taste is an enzyme the fish releases into its meat.
A lot of animals seem to do that. I know kangaroos do it.
The stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they get stressed and cornered, they release a enzyme or a chemical into their body, and it'll actually euthanize themselves.
Okay.
I'm like, that's really interesting. I don't know if that's true or not. I was told that. I won't back it up or fight it.
You could look it up and we could come back to it at a future episode.
We could Google it.
Yeah.
We could.
But, oh well, we'll keep moving for now, yeah?
So talking about food, how you going with your setting up a Snake Island trip?
Oof.
We've run out of time, Cam. Sorry, mate.
Well, the wife has told me I've definitely checked out, which unfortunately I think I have.
Okay.
I've got back to work for Friday, Saturday, and then I'm off to my briefing on Sunday morning and access the island from there. So,
Just to be clear, listeners, by the time you hear this, Cam will have been to Snake Island and come back, and we will do a Snake Island special. If people are interested, bugger it, Cam will have to talk about it.
I won't be able to help myself.
That's all we'll hear about for the next 6 months.
It's a lot of people are getting sick of hearing it at work too. It's just the whole adventure.
Yep.
As they mentioned on Beyond the Divide, it's the closest thing to a full wilderness hunt we get in Victoria.
Well, really, you're supporting yourself 100%.
I'm by myself for 7 days.
7 days out with or without animal.
Plan is to be done early, but I'm prepared to stay for the long haul.
Gee, what a problem that'd be.
I know. I've even packed 2 books. I haven't read a book for years, but
Did you pack your glasses, mate? That's the question.
I don't have to wear glasses, mate. I'm a bit younger than you.
Oh, that's true.
No, I did. The glass I did pack though is the binoculars because I'll be definitely using them quite a bit.
100%.
So these little deer love to hide in the tussocks, and I've just got my high seat today, so I've got
High seat? What do you mean?
So an elevated stand. There's no real trees in the area of the island I'll be hunting that'll allow me to climb. So I've had a mate's son knock up a stand for me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
tripod style
stand with a 360 swivel seat at the top.
Oh, nice.
i.e. the Neckbreaker 8000 or 6000. I can't remember what model it is.
We were talking earlier about this, listeners, and I just had that giggle from like in the cartoons. Cam's going to pull the trigger, it's going to go kaboom, and it's going to spin him on the seat.
So it's just to get that elevation so you can look down into the tussocks and try and spot them. So
I suppose because they're such a small animal, it's like being at their eye height would spook them straight away. So you getting up out of the
it's
eyesight.
That, but it's also the terrain that they live in. It's that coastal tussocks, bracken, and they hide in it so well. So I've got the seat set up. I've ended up purchasing a trolley so I can drag a 45 litre storage container in that.
Oh, beautiful.
I've got 20 litres of water plus a 5 litre reserve that'll be stashed in my boat. So if I've needed, I've got the emergency water there because there's no potable water on the island.
And you've got, 7 days worth of food?
7 days worth of meals from off-grid provisions, on-track meals. I think there's a Go Native meal that was still kicking around in my hiking gear, so I've taken that.
That was the episode where we did steak in a bag.
Yep, that's.
And I haven't forgotten that.
Oh well, I've packed 2 of those, so I got 2 steak and 2 mash.
And I can guarantee I'll probably get pictures from you too. Hey, look at my steak.
You will.
That'd be right.
So it's definitely something that's in the forefront. Like I said, I'm trying to take all this multimedia stuff with me now too.
Yeah, for sure.
So I've got to look at power as well. So I've got a small solar blanket. I've got 2 30,000 milliamp battery packs that are going with me as well.
Oh, that's wise.
It's just trying to make sure I've got that power so I can recharge and film.
While we're on the subject of that, we are licensed firearms owners. We have insurance, everything like that, with the clubs we're with.
Through memberships,
stuff like that. So when we talk about firearms, listeners, we are licensed legal firearm owners. And we are licensed and legal to do what we do. So what I wanted to ask Cam, what calibre of rifle is minimum for these deer?
So minimum is 243.
And what are you taking?
I'm taking my 243 with 80 grain projectiles.
Is there a minimum on projectile size?
Yes, there is. It's 80 grain.
It is 80.
I'm going minimal.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people that don't buy those sorts of rifles. I bought one many moons ago. I'd actually thought about getting rid of it. Then I've discovered chasing these little guys, and it's the calibre that's legal for them and for fallow deer. So,
and why such a small calibre?
Because they are a smaller deer. They're not.
So you're talking less damage to the we're talking instant kill, but less damage to the meat.
It's more for the mortality and welfare of the animal.
Yep.
So if you were to, so listeners are aware, you're aiming for what I call the motor room, heart, lungs.
Correct.
Or a spinal to drop the animal. So you've got to be able to, if you hit a bone aiming at that, the projectile still has to have enough punch and bullet retention to get through the bone and still hit the target.
Which makes it your ethical shot.
It's an ethical shot. So, and this is the thing, because I'm stand hunting, it's long time sitting in a seat, waiting and watching.
Yep.
It's waiting for that animal to present that shot too.
100%.
It's
not like you're going to sit up there and just go buck wild and start pegging.
Bullets
at them.
That's not me anyway. So the whole thing for me is, as hard as it would be, if I saw a monster stag and it was still not a right shot,
you're not going to take it.
I'm not going to take it. And that's just me, because I'd be worried that I'm going to injure it and not actually kill it and find it.
That's it.
So,
and that's really the ethical side of it, isn't it?
Yeah, and that is the challenge I face in my own head, because that's the way I shoot. See, I could take my legal calibre of 30.06 for sambar. I can legally take that and shoot hog deer with it.
Yep.
To me, that's overgunning for them. I don't.
Well, it's just going to make a mess of what you're after, isn't it?
I'm after meat.
Yeah.
So the opportunity, no, I'm not after meat. That's wrong. I'm going to say I'm after the adventure. The meat is the bonus.
Well, that's it. And if you get a supersized stag, you can actually utilise that and mount it as well.
Yeah, I've had that discussion with my wife. It'll only be a Euro mount, so that's a cleaned out skull, bleached peroxided. I did put my first hog deer stag on the wall, and that cost me a pretty penny. And the wife has said our lounge room is definitely not a museum.
We'll recall it the trophy room now, I reckon.
No, see, I don't look at it as a trophy. It's to me.
Look, for you and me to call it a trophy, we understand what the score is.
I can sit there and look at them. And my Samba stag that's on the wall, I shot him years ago over the hounds. My first solid antlered deer. And, mate, I'm over the moon. I can look at him and still picture him walking up that ridge towards me and not knowing I was standing in front of him on the ridge.
And he tasted great too.
He did taste great. But this is the thing. I've got that, and I've got so many friends with little kids that come over and they want to touch the eyes because the eyes are plastic, but they look realistic. You know, they're up there touching the whiskers. My young bloke, you catch him tickling the hair on its chin.
Yep.
My hog deer that's there, he's no monster by any means. He was my first ever stag.
Yes.
Shot on the last day of season because they have that season of April only.
Yep.
One male, one female. And I busted my hump that first year. I'd been out scouting months prior, putting in the work, putting in trail cameras, hiking through mozzie-covered swamp.
Getting carried out by mozzies.
Almost getting carried out by mozzies. Now, I've spent hours pre-scouting before season.
100%.
To try and chase them on public land, and I just, no matter what I did, all I was seeing was kangaroo after kangaroo after kangaroo.
Yep.
I just was hunting a high-pressure area. I had some really nice-looking deer on camera, but the time frames, they'd become nocturnal before it had even been season. So
rightio.
It was all about the hope, and eventually I got offered that private property the last couple of weeks of season, so I jumped on that and been out there, and I think I'd sat 3 times, and then following morning got up at 5, made a cup of coffee, tiptoeing across an open tussock paddock with an aluminium ladder and a rifle over the other shoulder to go and sit on this ladder that I'd sat on for 40 plus hours of hunting prior to that to no avail, and some in the rain. Got up on my stand, sat there waiting for the sun to come up. So you're trying to get there before the animals are going to be moving back to bedding.
Yep.
That's the idea of getting up early, getting the stand and sitting there.
Makes sense.
For 2 hours in the dark going, why the hell am I doing this as the mozzies eat you alive? But
hunter's regret, I think we call that.
I don't call it regret because it's all part of the experience. So I was there and sort of set up the stand. I was thinking this is a little bit of a corridor, a pinch point through 2 big patches of trees. And then I sat there and looked out as the sun started to creep out, and I realised I was sitting outside the tree rows.
Oh.
And I was wanting to be just tucked inside so I had some background around me.
Yep.
And anyway, I was battling inside my own head, and I went, bugger it. And I climbed down off my ladder quietly, of course unloaded the rifle beforehand.
Yep.
Climbed down off my 5-foot ladder, moved it 1.5 meters into the trees.
Yeah.
Climbed back up, sat down, just got settled, and then the sun was up. And just as the sun was up, I just catch this hog deer just strolling across the paddock towards me, and you're kidding. This is actually going to happen the last day of season, the last morning I have to hunt before I've got to go home.
No way.
Yep, and he just come trotting down, gave me a beautiful shot. I reckon he would have been 20 metres in front of me when I took the shot.
Yep.
And
that's fantastic.
He made it maybe 5 metres and expired.
Yep.
So it was the perfect placement for shot. Very happy, very quick, very clean. My mate sitting off in the trees on the other side of the thicket I was in heard the eruption of over the morning silence.
Yeah.
He said all the birds took flight and everything, and then he heard the kaboom, then me yelling,
That's ace.
All the birds took flight, and it went back to the calm of the morning.
Yep.
So, yeah, we'd been hunting together and scouting together, and I'd hate to think the kilometres I did
Yeah.
just scouting. So, and mate, he's 7-inch long antlers. He's not a monster stag.
Yeah.
He's my first hog deer. I was just ecstatic to be able to do that. So,
What do they grow to? What are the antlers like on the hoggies?
they reckon on Snake Island, if you get something around 16 inches, you're doing that's quite a decent stag. That's a very handy stag.
Yeah.
A while ago, from videos that I've been watching to learn, a 12-inch stag, 14-inch stag's a cracker.
Okay.
So 16's the pinnacle.
Yep.
But those big boys get big for a reason. They're not stupid. They will go nocturnal. They will be grazing on an area the size of a pool table of grass.
Yep.
They won't be coming out into the big openings.
Yep. Makes sense.
So, yeah, that's the same with deer, mate. That's all deer. They don't get big by being stupid.
Well, this is it.
So,
This is it.
people that chase one particular stag for years and years before they can get
absolutely. You see half the YouTube videos and stuff of the blokes in the US that are chasing massive whitetail and sitting up in the trees year after year after year, and they're watching them grow, and then
they're finding their cast antlers. Yeah,
they come back and they're like, "This must have been him," and it's got a real wonky finger coming off it or something like that. You're like, far out, that must be it,
They get to a certain level over there. They start naming them over there.
Yes.
I had one that I named from scouting with the hog for the hog deer. We called him Big Tops Houlihan, because it had some really nice tops on him. But we were just having a laugh, and it's the first time I've ever given a deer a name.
Yep.
My kids have named the ones on the wall, so I've got Bruce and Greg. But
why Bruce and Greg?
Oh, well, Bruce was just out of the blue, and Greg was Greg the Grind, because I just had to grind it out for the whole month and finally got there. So, But yeah, it was, mate, it's definitely gotten into my blood chasing these little guys.
Yeah.
I look forward to April. So,
you reckon it's a graduation? Like, you start with your firearms license, you go, righto, we're going for foxes, rabbits, foxes, and then some people switch off to the big stuff, some people don't.
I've chased deer for quite some time now because of where I live. I've got deer.
Well, you're right on the foothills.
We've got deer, unfortunately, getting hit on the highway.
Yep.
I'd hate to hit a sambar deer on the highway.
Well, you hear about it out in Pakenham.
Yeah, so
every now and then they tap one.
They're getting about, so I still love chasing foxes. I absolutely enjoy chasing foxes because...
Plus you get paid for them.
The payment isn't there. It's neither here nor there. I get paid to do a little bit of knife work after I've removed a pest.
Yep.
But some of them, you get those old cunning ones that just make you work for them.
Oh, yeah.
And there's been one or two that I've been on, and I just, the shot's not right, so I don't take the shot, hoping that next time he's not going to be much wiser. And you come back, and then that one time you finally get him, and old mate's got no teeth in his head, and you've been chasing him for years.
Yep.
So it's it's a victory, but I enjoy chasing deer because of the places that deer take me.
Yeah,
that's what I look at. So I'm now getting the opportunity to go running around on Snake Island.
Well, this is it, and that's a pretty rare opportunity too. It is.
Yeah, some people have been lucky and drawn it a couple of years in. Some people have drawn it the first time they've ever entered the ballot. I'm just looking forward to the experience and getting around out on Snake Island. I undernard about going scouting.
Yep.
And I'm like, no, because I don't want to wreck someone else's chances of me going out there scouting the week prior.
Valid point.
To someone else going in there hunting it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to turn up and play it as it is.
Yeah.
So Monday, 8 o'clock, I can go and hunt hog deer straight away. So I'll be out for my quick scout. I want to find locations that have got the most activity, and then I'm going to set up my stand and focus on those areas.
Well, that's it.
But I've got to
look at the wisest way to go about it.
And you've got to look at the forecast because you're still hunting. You're sitting up in a stand. You can't be moving the stand every time the wind changes.
No, well, this is a point.
So I've got to look at it. So the day I get access to the island, it's supposed to be a southerly to southwesterly, blowing 23 to 26 kilometres an hour.
Oh, stink.
I think I'm going to be wet going across in a little open top tinny.
Oh, man.
So I'm prepared for all of it.
No, I don't care.
Take it all on the chin.
No, I'm jealous, so I don't care.
I'll send you plenty of photos.
Yeah, you would too. How are you going to cope with your mental health out there, Cam?
Mate, Mental health for me, like I've said numerous times, for me, getting out in the bush, it just it calms me, it grounds me.
Yep.
It's the one place I don't feel panicked.
Okay.
I don't feel worried. I'm going to be going off to sleep listening in my tiny little tent, laying on my inflatable mattress, listening to the sound of the waves probably rolling in off Bass Strait.
How do you complain about that?
I know. I'm going to be sitting there in a stand, hoping for a deer to come out, fighting, falling off to sleep in the warm sun.
Yeah.
Watching little birds flying around. I reckon that's even great to see that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's that whole, I enjoy the deer, but I enjoy where the deer take me.
Yeah.
So
That's actually a really good mantra, to be honest.
So,
well, I think on that note, we'll wrap it up. Cam?
yeah, I'll keep talking if we don't. So
Yeah, I know, right? We'll have to make this into a 2-part episode, I reckon, if it keeps going.
Well,
but we've got number 10 next, and hopefully we've got a big one.
well, we do want to celebrate it. It's
We're
a
going to
milestone
celebrate
for
it
us.
somehow.
We'll probably stop counting out what episodes they are from there on in. That's why we've been counting them up to this point.
We've been excited to reach 10, and we've got much, much, much more to come. And we will always take questions from listeners.
Jump on the socials, Facebook, Instagram,
100%. Cam and I both monitor that. So,
and throw up posts, and we'll try and put up relative posts to what we're talking about. So
This
keep
is
an
it.
eye out, and we'll
it's a
upload
way for
photos,
us, way
videos.
for us to show you guys even the views of like our day trip at Wilson's Prom. It gives you a look at what the beaches are like, or Cam getting up the top Mount Feathertop. The views are incredible, and that can be inspiration, we hope, for you guys. Get out there, enjoy it, and check your mental health, and
That's it.
check on your mates.
Check on your mates. Cheers all.
Thanks again, listeners. Cheers all.